Hey Capricorn, what's going on? This is Jen catching you on DTWJLife. Hope you're all having a great day. We are now in Cancer season. Thank you so much for joining me. Wanted to also let you know that we are experiencing a shift again between the North and South nodes. The North and South nodes have gone from Cancer and Capricorn now to Gemini and Sagittarius. So we have Gemini in the North Node and Sagittarius in the South Node for the next year and a half. So that's going to be up until, the end of June next year. I was going to say August, but it's actually the end of June next year instead of mid-June this year. Yeah. Interesting. Oh yeah, interesting how time flies, isn't it? What is coming in for you? I got quite a few things before I turned the video on, long beforehand, like over the last few days. There are some of you who are struggling financially as if nobody else is. Yeah, like everybody is. But it's kind of a thing where like it's an ongoing issue, and it seems like this is happening because like you feel like you need a break and you're never given one. So you kind of give yourself breaks, but in unhealthy ways financially. Like sometimes you'll overspend, or you'll open up credit that you don't really belong opening up, that you cannot afford to back up. Because you know they add on interest, by the way. Yeah. Maybe there are certain people that you're letting into your life that you think are helpful, but are actually out to kind of screw you over a little bit, or a lot. You think that they have really good advice about things that you don't that you feel that you don't know about, only because you're trying to break out of your stubbornness. But I'll advise you something. If you're going to break out of your stubbornness, take courses or learn from somebody who's a mentor or a spiritual advisor, or somebody who is versed in a field in which you are looking to study more about. Even if it doesn't have to do with career, even if it is something that may be supplementary to your career, definitely look at that instead of like trying to be way too open, because I feel like some of you kind of open up a little bit too much to overcompensate for the stubbornness that you all have. Most of the time, yeah, it's kind of like that. Coming up at the bottom of the deck, you are advised to use your intuition here. You are. Especially when it comes to letting people into your life and taking advice from them. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to beautify your dreams. And there's nothing wrong with that, but maybe you're overly beautifying them in a way, like in your mind, like you're trying to like just painting this picture that you're trying to obtain that you know is not exactly attainable right now. As you know, it takes small steps to reach just one benchmark. And once you get to that benchmark, there comes the next one, same thing. It's like some of you just want to hop, skip, jump, and get there, and it's just a little unrealistic. I'm surprised, Capricorn. You're usually a lot more realistic than that. I'm ashamed of you. No, I'm kidding. I love you guys. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely about work or stabilizing what you already have that you feel like you're losing. It's a semblance of emotional instability here as well. Kind of an arrogance and haughtiness. Very interesting. Passionately, or when it comes to what you're passionate about, there's very little to no potential there. It's showing up like that right now only because you don't see the potential in yourself. You don't believe in yourself enough. you're focused on more so stabilization of things. But as I said, you can't exactly do it from a dreamy place. You know, to reach a benchmark, you have to reach that step by step, and then, of course, that repeats and repeats until you've reached all the benchmarks that you need to get to where you need to go. The emotional instability part, interesting. The arrogance and haughtiness. Oh, it's definitely not you. Okay, good. I asked, yes or no. It's inverted, so no, and it's actually your card, Capricorn, inverted. No, it's not you that's haughty and unstable right now emotionally. It's somebody else around you. Very interesting. We have breath upright, and within that you have Mars conjuncting Mercury. Forget the retrograde, because it always does anyway. It always retrogrades. It's like getting the common cold. But Mercury also rules Gemini, which is in the North Node. That is what you need to focus on. How you communicate, or how you breathe, or how you take a breath, instead of, you know, overcompensating for the time that you don't take off, feeling overworked. Breathe more. Learn how to breathe more. Yeah, definitely. Get some chill in your life, because you know what? The more that you learn how to mindfully breathe and begin to like meditate and center your energy, the more likely you are able to reach what was at the bottom of the deck. It came up again. Here we are. Those dreams that you're looking at that you want so badly. But you have to learn how to go through all the steps before you get there. If you're confused as to what steps it is that you need to take, leave a comment for me. Let me know exactly what part of that you're confused about, and I'll do my best to create content based on that to help you. Because I know that, you know, times are not exactly easy right now. And I really do appreciate your views, your subscriptions, likes, shares, comments, etc. Let's keep it moving forward. Even though you're lacking passion in an area and there's no potential there, you're not exactly fighting it either, because you kind of realize that, you know, what doesn't happen, and I'm okay with letting it go. You're not separating from stabilizing things in your life, whether that's, you know, your material wealth, your possessions, things that you manifest into 3D, or your career. Good. Don't ever stop focusing on that. For the self-employed and business owners, you are facing emotional instability here. A little bit of arrogance and haughtiness. Take a step back, learn how to breathe again, like I said. Yeah, with that breath that you take, while Gemini is in the North Node up until the end of June next year. Very interesting. Let me look at that again. With that, you gain more clarity, a better semblance of clarity. So yeah, you really need to focus more on meditation and less on production, productivity. What is going on behind the scenes? What's behind the scenes is your dream that you're trying to bring to reality. Keep it a secret for as long as it takes until you get there. Hello. There you are. Silly cards. They're being a little weird today. Yeah, as far as the North and South Node energies are concerned, I'm actually going to be doing separate videos on that, so definitely subscribe to me. make sure that you are updated on what I'm uploading. Because I don't always upload. Like, I don't upload to the point where it's annoying. I only upload when necessary. I'm that kind of channel. I don't like spamming people. Okay, very interesting. We have wind inverted, so we're looking at drama here. Miscommunications. Maybe like your dream and another person's dream aren't exactly matching together as they had once before, which is causing quite a bit of arguing drama. It could. And this could be anybody in your life. Okay. It could be with a Cancer that feels a little bit slighted, disrespected. Because you have Empress inverted. Okay. It doesn't have to be a Cancer, by the way. You and or the other person see the imbalance of what's going on. And because of that, you feel like there's no option but to just keep moving forward as you always did. But it's like Einstein's definition of insanity. I won't reiterate it. I'm sure everybody knows this by now. But going back to talking about how you need to start to meditate more, work on the breathing. You also have the card of delegation, diplomacy, possible mitigation on a situation, and all the Asians. How you doing? Taking action. Got Mars conjuncting North Node. Taking action like a Gemini. Is that going to be you? Yeah, that's the Dharma mixed in with your personal Dharma in your chart for the next year and a half. No. The other person is going to be actively doing things or speaking like a Gemini, whether this is a Cancer or not. And you're going to see that energy from this person. You're going to kind of see it even through psychology in this person, their behavior. You're going to kind of notice how they act. It's a little bit different. You're going to say to yourself, that's weird and it's unexpected. I don't understand why this person is acting this way or talking this way. But I'm about to tell you right now. Okay, this person is acting and speaking the way that they are while Gemini is in the North Node is because something is clashing within them. There's like an internal struggle to where they kind of have to come forward to childhood and deal with some things in their childhood that may have traumatized them that they're trying to overcome. And it's not exactly something that they're passionate about or excited to do, but they know that they have to do it. So if they're acting a little bit funny, that's why. Oh, goodness. Well, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me for Cancer season. Like I said, I'm going to upload more content pertaining to the North and South nodes and perhaps a few transits. But in the interim, do leave your comments asking me which part about the meditation and the breathing and the steps to getting to a benchmark you may be confused about, because that can happen at any given time, Cancer season or not. Ask me about it, and I will definitely create content for that and upload it. Thank you so much. Also, readings are going to remain discounted up until further notice. That's just kind of how I'm going to do that, because I'm not here to break people's banks. I'm just here to serve. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Much love and light to you. Blessed be.